Now we're going to be talking about the lumbar spine. This is one of the most common areas for people to have injuries. 70 to 80% of the population at some point in their life are going to have low back pain. And this is because there's going to be misalignments on the spine that are going to leave the nerve pressure, tension on the muscles, and uneven pressure on the disc. In between the vertebrae of the spine, you have a disc. If your spine is misaligned, you see how the disc is going to bulge. With time, this is going to cause degenerative changes like we see here. And this is now going to put direct pressure on the nerve. That's really, really painful. So I'm going to teach you some exercises to move the lumbar spine, to improve your range of motion, improve your mobility, reduce the tension, and reduce the pain. Now, we have to keep in mind that the joints of the lumbar spine are aligned in this position, okay? So there's not a lot of rotation on the lumbar spine. There's going to be a lot of flexion and extension, okay? So again, I'm going to start with the cat and cow. That tells you that this exercise has to be part of your daily routine. It's really good for the whole spine. So always warm up with this. So the cat and cow, again, you're going to go on all your fours, shoulders aligned with your wrists, hip aligned with your knees. Try not to be like this, try not to be like that, okay? And now you're going to bring your spine up, head down, and spine down, and head up. When you're here, take a deep breath. And when you're going down, when you're going up and head down, you're going to breathe out. Okay, you get the idea. If you cannot do that because you don't have a lot of mobility, try this alternative, right? You're going to go down like this, like a cobra, and then you're going to go like in a child's pose. You do extension of the spine, and then flexion of the spine. Like that. Again, this is the cat and cow. Spine up, head down, spine up, and spine up. In the same position of the cat and cow, we're going to do the tail wag, okay? So you're going to go like this, and now you're going to move side to side the spine. You're feeling that you're moving your lumbar spine, your lower back side to side. You can do one side and the other side, but I prefer to do 10 in one side and then 10 on the other one. So what I want you to do here is crunch this side and stretch the other side. Okay? And then try the other side. So I'm crunching now the left and stretching the right. This is giving you lateral flexion of the lumbar spine. Then from there, you're going to put your knees together. Put your knees like this and your feet up, and now you're going to get a little bit of rotation. Do at least 10 repetitions to each side and do 2 or 3 sets. Now you're going to lay down flat and you're going to do the supine twist. There's 2 ways of doing this. You can do it like this, both knees up, put your both shoulders on the floor and the low back flat on the ground, hands to the side, and you're going to rotate like this, side to side. Try not to bring your shoulders up, try to keep the shoulders down and try to go as far as you can, and then go to the other side. That's one way to do it. The other way is to do it with one leg. So you straight one leg, put the foot behind your knee, and now put the hand here and bring that knee to the ground, keeping your shoulders on the floor. Hold that 10, 15 to 20 seconds, and then go to the other side. With this one, do at least 3 repetitions in each side, and you will feel a good stretch on the glute and on the lower back. Now, you can play a little bit with the knee. The more you raise the knee, the more I feel it on my glutes. The more I push down the knee, I'm going to feel it a little bit more on the lower back. So play with that and see where you have more tension. Okay, so like this, and like that. For this one, you need a little bit more mobility. It's a little bit more difficult, but you can try the first ones and then graduate to this one. So this is called a scorpion. You're going to go down, hands on the floor, and now you're going to bring your leg to the opposite side, just like that. In this one, you might even hear some cracking sensations. That's just gas releasing from the joints, okay? Nothing bad. And you'll go like that. And this is called a scorpion. Try to do 10 repetitions in each side, and 2 sets or 3 sets. Okay. Now from this one, we're going to move to the crucifix. This one, you're going to lay down flat, and you're going to raise your legs, and you're going to bring your leg to the opposite side. Keep your shoulders on the floor. Bring it down. And go like that. Now remember that in the lumbar spine, there's not a lot of rotation, but there's some rotation. So that's why you want to keep the shoulders on the floor to minimize the rotation of the thoracic spine, and that the rotation is coming from your lower back and your pelvis. This one is called pelvic pistons. So you're going to rock your pelvis side to side. So I'm going this side up, now this side up. So this motion. It's not too easy to do, but this is really good exercise to do if you have a difference of height on your pelvis, okay? So shorten this leg by bringing this side of the pelvis up, and then do the opposite. Hold it for at least 1 second. And go like that. This exercise we cover on the thoracic spine routine, but you're going to have mobility of the lower back here as well, and you're going to stress a muscle called the quadratus lumborum that attaches from the pelvis to the last rib of the spine, and it's going to help your lower back as well. So you're going to go in a child's pose, stretch forward, and from there remember that you just walk your arms to the side. Hold that for 15 seconds. Take a deep breath. Go a little bit far away, and then try the other side. Another way to do it is you sit like this, and then you bend forward and you go to the side. If you feel any pain doing this, don't do it, especially in this position. Really simple to do. This exercise is one of the best and one of the most basics to do. You definitely want to be able to touch your toes. So for some people, this is going to cause some low back pain, so go easy on this one. Okay? The goal here is to keep your legs straight and try to go down with your hands. And you're going to try to touch your toes or the floor. And then you're going to come up slowly and extend back. And from there, you're going to go back down slowly. Imagine that you're moving your spine 1 vertebra at a time. Up, 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 up. Okay? So again, arms up, extend a bit, and then move down, shin to your chest. Arms, hands close to the body, legs straight, and reach through your toes or the floor. Hold it. You're going to feel a good stretch on your hamstrings, on your back. And then go up. This one is a little bit more difficult. We're going to go down to a squat, a full squat, what they call the Asian squat. So you're going to go down from here. If you have that mobility, do it. If you don't have it, I have other videos to help you get to this point. You're going to get your toes. Okay, you might lose your balance a little bit. And then you're going to go up. So you go down on a squat, full squat, and then you bring yourself up, holding your toes. This is going to be a good stretch for your lower back and your hamstrings. So here's from the side view. You go down and you go up. So down in a full squat and then go up. Okay, so those are some mobility exercises for the lower back that you can do.